Okay, so let's see how you're doing as far as these goes. I said we should do the odds. All right. Now, again, solving this inequality, again, I try to keep the variable positive. So what I'm doing for question number 1, I would be subtracting 3x and adding 7. That would give me 16 is less than or equal to 4x divided by 4. So 4 is less than or equal to x. That makes what? Someone.
X is greater than or equal to.
There you go. Greater than or equal to 4. Right? No. Exactly right. Giving out the answers. Feels good. All right, so now let's graph it on a number line. So here's -4, here's +4. We'd have a solid dot at 4 going to the right, which means interval notation 4 to infinity, bracket, parentheses. What?
On the test, are we going to have to do
Sorry.
what?
Say it again.
On the test, we have to do a line for every single one of those.
Well, I didn't write the test yet. Okay, but I want you to know how to do it in both. You with me? I want you to know how to do it in both. All right, any questions with that? All right, let's check out number 3 now. All right, so here we go for number 3. So we have 7x is greater than or equal to -12 plus 6x, which is really nice. All right, so what am I doing? Yeah, minus 6x, so my answer is just what? Very good. Greater than or equal to -12. So here we go. So from -12, 12, solid dot, going to the right. So the interval notation would be bracket, -12 to infinity. Is that okay with that? Any issues? All right, these are just the basic ones. Yes. We did not. Yes, so I distributed a -2. I did not. You with me? All right. It's only when the variable is negative. All right, and that'll be in this case right here. Well, let's look at number, yeah. Here, I'm going to go ahead and minus 2x, just so we can review changing the sign. And then subtracting 29. So -5x is less than or equal to -20, right? Now we're dividing by -5. So when you're dividing, so what type? Positive 4, right? X is greater than or equal to 4. What? So this is -4. This is 4. Greater than or equal to. All right. Number 7. What? Did I miss something? Oh, yeah. So bracket 4 to infinity. Okay. All right, so now let's go to 7. Distribute again. So 4x minus 3 is greater than or equal to -12 plus 6x plus 9. Combining terms now. 4x minus 3 is greater than or equal to negative 3 plus 6x. Are you okay with that? Now if I add 3 and subtract 6x, so we agree I get negative 2x is greater than or equal to 0, right? Now when we divide by negative this time, we have to do what? Less than or equal to what? 0. Right? So if you're less than or equal to 0, solid dot. So my solution would be negative infinity to 0. Go through that. All right, let's check out number 9. All right, now you have to be careful on this one. I'm not going to remind you on the test. What is that?
Is it all real numbers?
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Now listen, you're almost right. Okay? You're almost right. So when you subtract 3x, that cancels. Do you agree? Now you're just reading this. 9 is less than or equal to negative 7. Is that true or false? True. Is 9 less than negative 7?
Oh, no, false.
Right. So it's okay. Just what I'm saying, just please be careful. That's all I'm asking. Please be careful. So that's why I would say it's not possible. All right? Now, let's go to number 11. Here we go. 6x is greater than negative 12 plus 6x. So if I subtract 6x from both sides, I get 0 is greater than negative 12. Right? Is that true?
Yes.
0 is... Zero is greater than negative 12. So that's why we say it's all real numbers. Is this a true statement or a false statement? Therefore, it's all real numbers. If it's a false statement, it's no solution. In other words, think about this right here. I'm gonna switch this order around so you can see it better. Now think about it. Comparing the same numbers, and then you subtract 12. When is 6 times a number greater than itself minus 12? Right? That's why I'm trying to convince some of you guys. It's more important just to understand what I'm asking you. 6x can't be greater than, or I should say is always greater than 6x minus 12, the same number. If I subtract 12, the number's getting smaller, right? Therefore, this right here has to be greater than this right here, always. Right, Ian? You good? All right, let's check out 13. Okay. Now we're just reviewing here. All right. X is less than negative 2 or x is greater than 5. So let's look at it on a number line. Here's negative 2. Here's 5. So less than negative 2, greater than 5. So what are we doing on that?
Negative infinity to negative 2.
Thank you, sir. That's what that is. Yes, ma'am.
On this one, if there were
That would be a solid dot. Exactly. All right, let's just review 14 real quick, just to make sure. So this, you should be able to tell me that just means x is between what? Right. So it'd be open parentheses, -3, 7, and then a bracket. Put it on the number line. Here would be -3. Here would be 7. We'd go with the solid dot. And then down here would be open. Yes, ma'am. Because there's no equal to sign here, kiddo. Right? There has to be an equal to sign. Equal to means bracket. Equal to means bracket. All right, let's do 15 real quick. All right, so for 15, I add 12. Bless you. So I have 3x is less than -36. So then we would just say what? X is less than -12. How about that? And then add 7. And then divide by 2. Less than -12. Greater than 14. Or statement. So hard to what? So I'd be going from -infinity to -12. All right, now what's your question?
So yesterday you said that like if it was
Now, yesterday was different because there were absolute values. Okay, I'm listening. I just want to.
It said like some like 2c -8 is less than negative with a negative number, and you said that was no solution.
Yep.
So value x2.
Because this is not an absolute value. Right? Absolute values can't be negative. What? The absolute value? Well, just flip through the review. Look at the review. It's all right there. Fine. Okay. That's what I was trying to tell some of you. Get to work, get to work, get to work. All right, let's just go ahead and do 18 together. What do I have to do for 18? Someone tell me. We have to isolate the x. So what's in the way right off the bat? The -7. So what do we have to do to get rid of the -7? So put a +7, +7, +7. -12. And now what? Divide by 3, right? So that means x is somewhere where? Yeah. Between -4 and 5. So if we did it on the number line, we would say -4, 5, solid dot, And then we would say bracket. How much time do we have? Okay, so we got some time. I really want to concentrate now on 1920. All right. I want everybody to kind of listen to this. All right. What are you thinking?
Less than negative 2 and greater than
So what's the answer?
2.
Come on, guys. Everybody should be able to, and this is what I was talking about, trying to help you understand numbers better. Give me a number that's less than negative 2. Think of any number less than negative 2 and also greater than 2. Is there a number less than negative 2 and greater than 2? And the answer would be no. So that's why this one is no solution. All right, it's very easy, but if you're not careful, you'll make a silly mistake on the test. You got to think about each one of them. What? No, that's just right now. On the test, that's just going to be the question. All right, if you're not careful, you're going to make a mistake. That's what I'm saying. Every time you got to get yourself, train yourself right now. Think about what I'm saying. All right, so if I'm looking at number 20, what? Why is that? Doesn't say and.
Oh wait, no, it's just 4.
It says or. So is this a trick question?
No.
No, because can you be less than negative 7 or greater than 6? 10. It's either less than 7 or greater than, you see what I'm saying, right? So in this case, because it's an or statement, you got to visualize. If I'm going less than or equal to negative 7, greater than or equal to 6, so we have less than and because it's an or statement, it can be true for one or the other. So we would say the solution here is negative infinity to negative 7 union 6 to infinity. Okay, that. Okay, so what does 21 say? What's 21 say? That's exactly how I want you to say it. I don't want you to read it this way. I want you to say x is between those two numbers. X is between negative 9 and negative 7. So negative 9, negative 7, brackets, are we okay with that? All right. Okay, let's think about number 26. We'll go down to number 26, please. If you're less than 2 or greater than negative 2. So what is it? All real numbers. Very smart. If you know that, if you can visualize that, you're in pretty good shape. All right? So let's explain why. So let me ask you this, Ian. What number is not less than 2 or greater than negative 2? That's how I used to think about it. What number is not true? Give me a number. Okay, is negative 3 less than 2? So that works. What other number do you want to try? Negative 20. Is negative 20 less than 2? So that works. Give me another number. 100. Is 100 less than 2? No, but is 100 greater than negative 2? That's why that works. Yeah, because it's an or. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It only has to be true for one of them. It only has to be true for one of them. Now look, I'm trying to tell you guys, your understanding of numbers, if you don't understand basic numbers, these rules right here, it's hard to do advanced work. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Some of you guys who are taking shortcuts, or you're not going to understand numbers very well if you don't understand what I'm saying. Or you should be able to look at that and say, obviously that's all real numbers. If you can't, you have to practice what I'm saying. You have to think about the numbers. All right? And you understand what I'm saying? Think about the numbers. All right? It's an or statement. It only has to be true for one of them. And look, if I'm less than 2, I'll give you an example. Here would be when I would be less than 2. And here would be when I would be greater than negative 2. It covers all the numbers. You hear me? All right, listen. My advice is do what you can do tonight to get this taken care of. And then tomorrow I can just do what? Answer all your questions. Is everybody with me on this? Everybody good? All right, please don't just, come in and make me do them all and you just copy them down. That's hurting you. All right, just like I told some of you guys, they're doing half the homework. All right, don't expect a good grade